20-minute power flow to work on your inner thigh flexibility and a little bit of your Kundinyasana arm balance. Stand at the top of your mat with your hands at your heart center and take a moment to set an intention for your practice. We take Sun Salutation A, raise the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, fold, bring your forehead into your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot back and then your left. In your plank here, I'd like you to rock your body weight forwards and back. Come on the toes and then lengthen the heels back a few times. Gonna lift all the way into your downward facing dog and an exhale now. Pedal out your feet for a moment or two, make some space in your hamstrings. Lengthen your chest towards your thighs, find your firm foundation. I'd like you to lift your heels now. We're going to ripple forwards all the way into a plank. So inhale, lift your heels all the way up. Exhale, round your spine, bring your shoulders over the wrists. Bend your knees down and then push your hips up and back, and then finally lengthen the heels back to the mat. Do it again. Inhale, lift up, ripple forwards. Exhale, bend the knees down, push the hips back and lengthen into your downward facing dog. One more time, we ripple forwards on the inhale. Exhale, push the hips all the way up and back. Lift your heels and your right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, you're into your fire hydrant position, and really look underneath your right shoulder. Lengthen your heel towards the glute on that right side. I'd like you to step your right foot outside of your right hand now and rock forwards and back into your lizard, making a little space here. If you feel ready to do so, bring the forearms down and rock forwards and back. Come back onto your hands and reach the right arm back on your inhale. Exhale, sweep it all the way back forwards. Maybe you can come right onto the knife edge of both your feet and make it deeper. And then sweep it all the way forwards. Couple more. Okay, both hands down. Right leg lifts back into three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Fire hydrant position. Look under the shoulder. And then take your right knee to the right elbow and hold. Step it back. Chaturanga. Bend the elbows. Roll over the tops of the feet. Hips are lifted. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take it to your left side, lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, opening into your fire hydrant, look underneath your left armpit. Lengthen that left heel towards the glute. Step your left foot outside of the hands, now rock forwards and back. Maybe come into the forearms a little deeper. And then come onto your hands, arms straight, and then reach that left arm back on an inhale. Exhale, sweep it forwards. Maybe go deeper into that reach by coming to the knife edge of both your feet. Beautiful. Both hands down. Left leg lifts all the way back up to three-legged dog, and then bend the knee, fire hydrant position. And we then take that knee all the way to the left elbow. Hold it there. Squeeze and breathe. Then step back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Once more, find your firm foundation, big toes in, heels out ever so slightly, flare out your fingers, let your head hang heavy. Look forwards, bring your hands in a little closer, then jump your feet all the way up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise your arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come into your chair pose now. Bend the knees, raise the arms, look up. Every time you exhale, can you get a little lower into your chair? Squeeze your inner thighs and fold now on your exhale. I'd like you to heel toe your feet wider out to the side, maybe a little wiggle of your bum, and then come down into Malasana, your yogi squat. Hands into prayer, triceps into your thighs. Energize the outside edges of the feet into the mat. Crown of the head lifting high to the sky. You can stay in Malasana or practice your Bakasana, your crow pose. Bend your elbows, rest your knees towards your armpits, squeeze your heels towards your glutes. Look forwards. Can you jump back on your exhale or maybe step? Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're going to lift your right leg all the way up. Inhale to do it. Exhale, bend the knee, fire hydrant, open up the hip. Good. And then we're going to take the knee all the way to that right elbow. And then up and back, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Inhale is going to bring you to a high lunge. Exhale, I want you to take your Garuda arms, your eagle arms. Right arm wraps underneath the left. Really bring your elbows up and away and breathe into the back of the body. Stay in your lunge. Now straighten the back leg, lean forwards and hold. Keep the chest away from the thighs and really energize into your right heel. Open the arms out now, warrior two, exhale. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach forwards. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Going to take your arms all the way down, back knee to the mat. And open back out into your lizard, hands inside of your right foot. Maybe once more you're going to bring the forearms down. Or you can bring your elbows wide out to the side and your fingertips facing the center of your mat and aim to get your chest further towards the ground. Arms straight. You're going to come into your Skandasana. Bend your right knee, have your left leg straight, and then bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Do that a couple more times each side. Don't worry if you don't get too low, it takes practice. And then frame your right foot. Now reach your right arm all the way to the back of your mat and come onto the knife edge of both your feet and hold it there. If it's uncomfortable, just keep both your feet flat. Reach the arm forwards, bring your right hand down and your right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open into your fire hydrant, look underneath your armpit. And then we're going to take that right knee to the right elbow and hold with bent elbows this time. Squeeze Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Step it back now, Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, lift the left leg up and bend the knee, fire hydrant. Take the left knee to the left elbow. Left leg lifts back up, inhale. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, high lunge, and this time left arm underneath the right eagle arms. Keep a bend to the back knee, elbows pushing up and away from you. Bring the chest forward, straighten the back leg, keep that deep bend to your front knee. Squeeze the abdomen. Open the arms out, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach, reverse your warrior. And then we're going to take our right hand and our left hand down and the back knee to the mat. Bring the hands inside of the foot, coming back into your lizard. Maybe the forearms come down. Maybe the elbows are wide out to the side this time. Good. We're going to come into that Skandasana. Bend the left knee, right leg straight, hands in prayer or fingertips to the ground to help you. And then bend your right knee, left leg straight. Couple more each side. And then we turn to frame that left foot. Reach all the way back with your left arm. Come onto the knife edge of both your feet. Hold it. Good. Bring the left hand down. That left leg lifts up. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to take the knee all the way into your fire hydrant. Point the toes, squeeze the heel to the glute. And then left knee to left elbow and hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Step it back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's bring the knees down, take a little child's pose. Breathe into the back of the body, the sides of the body. Doing really well. Okay, so from here, we can take our hands back down, lift the hips and come back into that down dog, and then step or jump to the top of the mat. You're going to take your peace fingers around your big toes, have your feet hip distance. Inhale, look ahead, exhale, fold. Think about the elbows going wide out to the side, suck in the lower belly. Body weight edges forwards into your toes. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, come into your chair pose. Don't worry if you wobble, but this time can you lift your heels? Every time you exhale, a little lower into your chair. And then reach your fingertips forwards, chest away from the thighs, even though you're leaning it parallel to the ground. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back. Chaturanga, up dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, inhale to do it. Exhale, we're going to take the knee all the way to the right elbow. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale brings you to a high lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. That right arm is underneath the left. And this time, can you fly to warrior 3 with your bind? Dial the left hip down to the ground. Find one point to look at. It will help with your balance. Slowly step it back, high lunge. Open out the arms, cactus them this time to open up the chest and bring the back knee down to the mat. Then from here we can have a little wiggle, open up a little bit more into that back bend. And then from there we're going to interlace the fingers above the head. If you need a little bit more space, bring your front foot a bit further forwards and you can bounce a little to make more space in your quadricep, your hip flexor. Twist on an exhale now. Going to bring your right tricep to your left thigh, your left tricep to your right thigh. Maybe open out your arms, straight arms, look up. Bring your hands down, inside of that right foot, come back into that Skandasana. Bend your right knee, left leg straight, keep the foot flexed. This time can you hold it? Maybe your heel can go to flat, or don't worry if it's lifted like mine. Travel to the back of the mat, left knee bent, right leg straight, hold. And then from here, you're going to take your hands and frame your right foot. Reach back with your right arm, reach forwards, and then both hands down, right leg to the sky. Bend into your fire hydrant. This time though, maybe you're going to tip into your wild thing. Right foot on the ground behind the left calf, left leg straight, right knee bent. Keep the hips up. Both hands down, right leg lifts, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to right elbow, maybe hold with bent elbows again. Or this time you can try your Kundinyasana. I like to use momentum. Make that shelf for your right knee with your right tricep, maybe straighten both your legs. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go into your left side now. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Inhale to do it. Exhale, bend the knee. And take that knee all the way to your left elbow. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale brings you to a high lunge. Exhale, left arm underneath your right. Interlace the palms as well if you can. And then fly forwards, warrior 3. Flex your right foot. Dial the right hip down to the ground. Breathe. And then slowly step it back. Open out the arms. Cactus your arms, elbows bent. Come all the way down with your back knee. Open up a little, maybe a little wiggle of your shoulders. And then we interlace the fingers above the head. Kali Mudra, index fingers out, thumbs crossed, maybe a little bounce. Twist now, left tricep, right tricep outside of your left thigh. Maybe lift the back knee, maybe open out your arms to straight. Look up at your left palm. Beautiful. Okay, hands inside of that left foot now. We're going to come into that Skandasana. Bend your left knee, right leg straight. This time maybe you could try a bind. I'm still working on it, don't worry. Keep your chest up. That left arm outside of the left shin, right arm behind. If you don't have the bind, fingertips down. And then travel to the back of the mat. Right knee bent, left leg straight. Maybe you're going to bind. Or fingertips down or hands in prayer. If you take the bind, right arm outside of the right shin, left arm behind the back. Good. We're going to come now to our frog pose. Bring both the knees down, the knees are bent and the feet are flexed. You can maybe rock your hips forwards and back to create more space here. A few more breaths. Now to come out, use your hands and your upper body weight to lift you, and then come to frame your left foot with your hands and reach the left arm back. Then both hands down, left leg lifts, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, fire hydrant. And then from here, you're going to take it all the way into your wild thing. Tip it back and lift your hips. Right leg straight, left knee bent. Both hands down, Kundinyasana if it's in your practice, or left knee to left elbow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands by your side. Standing nice and tall at the top of the mat. Big toes touching, heels out. And then going to come back into your chair pose. Bend your knees, raise your arms, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart center and twist. Left tricep outside of your right thigh. Keep your knees in line with each other. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Right tricep, left thigh. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold, forehead into your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg and now take the knee to the right elbow. Lift the right leg. Step the right foot forwards. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, cactus, right arm underneath left. And then fly to your warrior three. We're now going to take that left leg in front of the right and come right into your Garuda, your eagle legs. Keep your balance. Open out your arms. Warrior three, left leg comes back. Then bring the fingertips down, lift your left leg, standing splits. Just for a moment here, reach tall with that top foot. And then you're going to bring the back knee to the mat. Come all the way down for a twist. Left knee bent underneath you, right knee bent on top. Lift up your left arm and twist over to that right hand side. Elbow outside of the thigh or maybe hand to the knee. Or you could even take a bind. Release, counter twist to the other side for a moment. And then Navasana, knees bent maybe or even legs straight if you've got your balance. Now cross your legs, hands out in front, step or jump back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Gonna lift your left leg on an inhale, exhale, take the knee to the nose. Inhale, left leg lifts, exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, raise the arms up, exhale, cross the arms, your eagle arms, left arm underneath the right. Fly to your warrior three, flex the back toes. And then wrap your right leg around the left for your Garuda, your eagle. Come really low into a little ball. Open out your arms, inhale here, warrior three. Exhale, fingertips down, and that standing leg goes all the way to straight for your standing splits. Lift the top leg nice and high as well. Now, slowly bend both your knees and come all the way down to the mat. Left knee bent on top, right knee underneath. And then we twist over to that left side. Tricep outside of the thigh, or maybe your hand to the knee. Or you could even take a bind. Take your right arm underneath the left thigh and the left arm behind the back. Look behind you and really breathe into your belly. Our twists are our cleansing breaths here. Little counter twist to the other side. And then we come back for Navasana. Nearly there. Squeeze Mula Bandha and lower down. Lift back up. Lower down. Lift back up. Lower down. Hold. Little crisscross of your feet. You can also do this with your knees bent if you need. Nearly. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, Shavasana. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.